One of the most incredible and dramatic stories in Greek history is that of Alexander the Great and his conquest of the Persian Empire, a tale that reshaped the world in the 4th century BC. Alexander, born in 356 BC to King Philip II of Macedon and Queen Olympias, was a brilliant strategist and charismatic leader. After his father's assassination when he was only 20 years old, Alexander ascended to the throne and immediately set his sights on expanding his empire. What followed was a series of astonishing military campaigns that took him from Greece to Egypt, Persia, and all the way to India, changing the course of history. One of the most incredible moments in his career came during the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BC, where he faced King Darius III of Persia, whose army outnumbered Alexander's by at least 3-1. Despite being outmanned and fighting on unfamiliar terrain, Alexander's tactics were nothing short of genius. He feigned a retreat, drawing Darius into a vulnerable position, and then struck decisively with his cavalry. The Persian army, unable to withstand the shock of Alexander's precision and speed, collapsed. Darius fled, and Alexander won a crushing victory. However, the most incredible part of the story may be the siege of Tyre in 332 BC. Tyre, a fortified island city off the coast of Phoenicia, or modern-day Lebanon, was one of the most formidable strongholds in the ancient world. When Tyre refused to submit to Alexander's rule, he decided to conquer it by any means necessary. To assault the city, Alexander ordered the construction of an enormous causeway, or mole, that stretched more than half a mile across the sea, connecting the island to the mainland. This was a monumental engineering feat, considering the limited technology of the time. It took months of intense labor, during which Alexander's forces faced constant harassment from the city's defenders. When the mole was finally complete, Alexander brought his siege towers, battering rams and ships to bear on Tyre's walls. After several weeks of relentless attacks, the city fell. In the aftermath, Alexander's forces massacred many of the inhabitants and sold others into slavery. But the sheer audacity of his siege became legendary. The victory gave him control over the eastern Mediterranean and solidified his reputation as one of history's greatest military commanders. But Alexander wasn't only a conqueror, he was also a visionary. After conquering Egypt, he founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a center of learning and culture in the ancient world. As he marched deeper into Persia and India, he encouraged the blending of Greek and local cultures, a phenomenon known as Hellenization. He even adopted Persian dress and customs, seeking to unify the various peoples of his empire. Ultimately, Alexander's empire stretched from Greece to Egypt, across Persia, and all the way to the Indian subcontinent. By the time he died in 323 BC at the age of 32, he had created one of the largest empires in history. His sudden death, possibly from fever, left the empire without a clear successor and led to its fragmentation, but his legacy endured. The Greek language, culture, and ideas spread across 3 continents, leaving a lasting influence on the world for centuries to come. Alexander's life and conquests are a testament to the power of ambition, innovation, and vision. His ability to overcome insurmountable odds with tactical brilliance and daring has inspired countless leaders throughout history, and his name is still remembered as one of the greatest military geniuses of all time.